So if you want to paint a wood, I just took an example on the internet. So there are branches, leaves, beautiful. And the most interesting is the sun. There's the strong direct sun here. How to do this effect? 2 steps. The first, the wet on wet effect. Then you wait, it will dry, and then you paint a second layer, wet on dry. I mean, wet the brush, dry the paper. So let's start with this second step. So we must design carefully our picture in our mind before we start painting. This is a typical mistake. Please don't paint without any focus on what will be your final result. Well, the problem is that if I do the branch here, it should disappear like you see here, okay? So I mix cobalt, green and yellow. And let's make a test. A little bit yellow, more yellow. Now we must draw. Keep on being in this part. So as an example, if I want to put some red, which is beautiful, this will be here and no outside the painted part. So that's a good technique to transform a color to another inside the same wash. Okay, try to be chaotic while you are painting. Chaotic, I mean, no making mistakes, I mean, just doing things in a random way, because when, as you see a tree, it seems to be random, and that's the beauty of the tree. There's no square shape, there are no elliptical, there are no square, they are a mix of them, they are more complex. Well, this complexity should be your target, so try to reproduce the complexity. How? Well, just don't think while you are painting. If you paint something, don't think too much. Let the brush playing with the... Be careful when you play with the pure colors. Too strong means... Venetian red is really dangerous because it's really strong. And then we also must keep in mind that we must combine warm and cold colors. So let's put some ultramarine blue and burnt sienna here in order to have a black, a shade, a cold shade, okay? Basic rules: mixing cold and warm, the cold outside, the warm near the sun, mixing the shapes in order to create a good design. I mean, small and large things, round, square shapes, create a lovely mix like nature does. Third rule, putting the color inside the already wet surface. Now, in order to paint this part, we must wet where the sun is. This is wet. The paper is dry, but now here the paper is wet. So take care, don't put any color here, because this is the sun. If you are brave, probably you ruin 90% of your work. Now some dry brushing is when you are using your brush not vertically respect with the paper, but in the same direction of the paper. So you just lay down the brush. You must use transparent colors, okay? And now the most important rule: stop. Stop it. At a certain point you must stop. It's dictated by the experience, by the expertise of you have, by the mistakes you did in the past, by the feeling you have at this moment. When to stop? Well, probably I had just to stop a few minutes ago. Why don't you add something to ruin everything here at the center? And it's not quite transparent, right? So put water, clean water here. So in order to erase a little bit the color and let the light pass through. You know, this is the technique. Wet on dry. Now it's almost transparent. No, this is so easy. First wet and then put water inside. Small sketch. Okay. Well, Manu, that's my name in art. Well, let's move on. Tomorrow we'll do another. Bye bye. Ciao.